morning, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the insurance segment. With me in the studio, I have a regular guest, Mrs. Omenago Odia and Pastor Datimi Ojokojo. Both welcome.
Good morning, viewers. Thank you again for your time.
Good morning, viewers.
Yeah, we are still going to talk on our topic, compulsory insurance. Last week we really started, on this topic. But it's also good that we take our quote. And our quote says, "It is very easy to judge the mistakes of others, but very difficult to realize the mistakes of yourself. Learn to be patient with all. Insurance is your best partner." Pastor, that's
you can actually pick that straight from the scriptures, and basically what I would say here is before you correct people, correct yourself. Before you remove that little thing that is blinding somebody, remove the plank from your own eyes. Start with yourself first, basically, in life, before you can help other people. Self-improvement.
There's so much concern to say that they have not done it well.
Yeah.
And my people normally say that it is easier said than done. You easily will see the mistakes. This is what this person has done. And you are not seeing your own side of it. So there must be some level of balance. Ms. Odia, just before we go on our topic.
Well, I think it's in the step of doing what is right.
Yeah.
So that way you're in a position to correct properly. And then the person sees you as an example also to follow. So it's like saying, do as I do and not just as I say.
Yeah, we are talking about compulsory insurance, and we did say, what is compulsory insurance? By that word compulsory, it means that there's compulsion, there is some element of strict position that you must do this. And this action has come as a result of what the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria have put in place to ensure that there's some element of sanity, some element of good risk transfer mechanism on the part of those who will have caused damage or those who will have caused an accident, especially to the general public. To the general public. Now, let us take a situation of one of these classes of insurance that we say is compulsory, which is motor insurance. And some persons are still surprised. Pastor Datimi Ojokojo, it's very funny. Last week, with the arrangement we had in place, somebody had a third-party claim. And the discharge voucher was issued for 100,000 naira. And when the check was handed over to the man, he said, "Are you sure that it is from this third party that I paid 5,000? That's where they pay me this 100,000 naira from." He said the principal action for him taking insurance is because when he got there, you must do insurance. And for him, it is to just show to the police that you are checking papers. Look at my own, I have it. He never knew that there are benefits to come in from that point.
Yes.
Now, let us look at a situation where somebody would have had an accident and is meant to pay 100,000 naira as damage. With this economy that we live in, how can one put hand in his pocket conveniently and pay such kind of money? It is for such reason that motor insurance was made compulsory. So that if there is a liability attached to the use of your vehicle, you cause damage, you can transfer that risk element. But it's also important to get it clear. If you are a careless driver, if you are a reckless driver, you are not insuring for being reckless.
Yes.
It is the damage that you will have caused to the general public that we are talking about. Now, how do we weigh such a thing? That man is now waking up from his sleep, even at this time that we are, to say that the insurance he took, they are paying him 100,000 naira.
Yeah.
He was quite happy.
Yes.
He was quite elated to the point that, you mean
Insurance
third party will pay, not just because all they believe is that It is only with the comprehensive insurance. So, Pastor, that we need to highlight this point.
Let me say it very clearly. A payment of 5,000, third party, you know, there's a potential of being indemnified to the tune of 1 million. If the damage was up to 1 million, that same person would have benefited to that tune. So people need to be, you know, informed. Insurance works. We live in a world where you can't hide. Insurance companies can't hide anymore. Our regulatory, you know, body is tough. And apart from that, we must be sincere in what we do. We know people have had terrible experiences in the past, but we are yet to say insurance works. That's why we come here every Tuesday. You know, so when you take a third party, like you said, it's not just because, okay, it's compulsory. There's a risk transfer mechanism in place. It's for the benefit of the people, the benefit of the economy, the benefit of the insured. Everybody wins. So it is a win-win situation.
Now, a lot of people also believe, well, see, because we are still talking on motor insurance, a lot of people still believe that, you know, when you talk about motor insurance, you are talking about third party.
Yeah, exactly.
We have three scope of cover available in the motor insurance.
Yes.
We have the third party insurance.
Yes.
We have the third party fire and theft. And we have the comprehensive insurance. These classes of insurance need to be understood. Pastor, that means you are the one talking about motor insurance. So let me leave this all the out until we come. So also speak about this.
You know, basically, like you said, the third party only covers for the other party, not the insured. The insured now is the person paying third party for his vehicle. When there's an accident, your vehicle will not be repaired. The next person, who is the third party, will be repaired. Okay, who is the second party? The insurance company is the second party. You know, so you...
If you're negligent.
Yes, if you're exactly. If you're negligent, you are at fault. Sometimes that has to be proven by the police. You must... That third-party insurance covers for that person that his vehicle was damaged, his building was damaged, or in this case, maybe there was death. For example, the case you mentioned, somebody was involved, a child was involved. The man didn't know, and he ran over a child, and the compensation was 100,000. So that's third party. Then third party fire and theft. Third party is inclusive. Fire, damage of the vehicle, you know, and theft. So that's third party fire and theft. Then comprehensive. Comprehensive has third party in it. It has fire in it. It has theft in it. And it has accidental damage. So all, that is why it's called comprehensive. So all classes of insurance, motor insurance are in, all benefits of motor insurance are in the comprehensive.
So we can take this as a point of note that you are not just holding a paper to show to the police. There is also benefit attached to that paper. And property damage limit is there. In the case of death, there is actually no limit depending on the position as presented. And this we must all understand. Some of us are also listening now to say that, well, you're talking about motor. There are some persons who also think and are aggrieved that insurance companies are not paying their claims as at when due. We have some few cases in our hand, and we are looking at them. So just be patient, especially for those who have had matured life policies. We have some of such cases. All that we are trying to do is to see how it can be well. But while we are mentioning to say some persons have received payment, especially on angles like this, if we don't mention your case, it will look like, what are they talking about? Have I received my own claim? Yes, we are working on that because such cases have been reported to us here. And it's our duty as representatives of the insurance industry to the outside world to ensure that these persons who are also complaining get benefit. But the main trust is that there is a benefit attached to that particular certificate you hold. Yes, you can add, yes.
Well, from what we have been saying, we're just trying to say that when you take insurance, either for yourself or for your vehicle, you're transferring risk The truth is, whether you like it or not, we are all exposed to risk. There are some persons who started the year with us and they're not here now. There are also people here now who will not end the year with us. That's how the life is. So we're just sensitizing ourselves to the fact that the risks are all around us. So most people cannot afford to carry this risk, but the insurance company can carry the risk. They can pay for the risk. So what you do is you transfer that risk to the shoulders of an insurance company, the shoulders that are broad enough as well as strong enough to carry your risk, so that when these things happen, like your car hits another vehicle, you don't have to bear the brunt or the burden. The insurance company that is capable and financially suited to carry that risk will carry the risk. So the risks are there. Most people cannot afford it. The person that is going to affect could be you that you're watching us this morning. So the insurance company doesn't care who it is, but when it happens, for one small amount that you pay, the insurance company will carry the burden and pay and compensate for that loss, whether it's damage to property, injury, or loss of life. The insurance company will pay, and we're telling you that it works. So like they say, the taste of the pudding is in the eating. You try yours out.
Yes, I'd like to also add that there was a funny situation yesterday where somebody said I was involved in an accident. And when I called his attention to say, where is your certificate of insurance? So that we can help you pursue, especially when you have come to say in that accident you were at fault. And he said, I don't think I hold a proper certificate of insurance. You know, that kind of sincerity is also good. Yeah. Some persons will even say that, look, I'm involved in an accident and they refuse to pay me or they refuse to listen to me. When you have a paper that is fake, how do you go out to pursue? And like I said, my eyes are clear now. And I know that if I need any insurance certificate, I must visit the insurance company to take one, not just on the roadside. And this we must also understand in terms of what we will gain if we are going to do insurance. I think for now, we will say that this will have really entered the brain of every one of us as regards what our capacities should be when we want to take insurance, and the value of a compulsory insurance, where government is coming to say, we need to help ourselves. And we will help ourselves. Insurance companies, you are one of the people who are rendering social service. Therefore, come in to see how you can render this service. I think for now, we will take a break and see that you enjoy other programs of ITV television. God bless you.